Hey guys, Insomnia here with some more AFK Arena. Today we are back with our final faction team, which is the Mauler account. We do have a lot out of the latest event. We got a bunch of stones, 18,000 diamonds. Let's go ahead and take a quick look at the team. As you can see on our Maulers, we have Sophia and Scrag. Warwick we've actually replaced with Anoki. As you can see, we finally have him ascended, still working on a signature item. This event should allow us to take his signature item to a plus 30, which will be awesome to see. Verk is our primary DPS. Nemitsu, we do have support. Satrena, we would like to build. We need a lot more copies. Brutus, we have copies of. Titus, we have copies of. Skarath, we still need a couple more, as well as food for this account. But overall, doing very, very well on this account. So let's go ahead and get into our summons here. As you can see, we just started getting tier 2 stones. So we have a tier 2 strength stone and an agility, and 2 of the stones here, the intelligence stones. Since we've unlocked the Field of Stars, we've been seeing a lot of stones. It's been a little over 7 days, I believe 8 days, and we picked up, 4 stones within that time. It's kind of crazy to get really, really random good luck with the stones that we've gotten. Let's go ahead and get into our summons. We have 4 stones here, which look at that, a copy of Saurus and K-Sauce. Very, very nice pull there. We do have quite a few of our rare stones, 21 heroes in total. All right, so now let's take a look at our summons, which there gives us another copy of K-Sauce right off the bat, which is nice. That will take him to 3 stars. Continue to finish out heroes here. As you can see, we do have most of them at 3 stars, a couple at 4 stars, and then we do have 2 at 5 stars. So looking at our wish list really quick, still looking for the same heroes. Satrena and Nemitsu were the ones that got the rework. Titus, we need a couple more copies of. Skarath, we need a couple more copies of. Still looking for Saurus on the Wilder team. And we did drop Damon in there to go ahead and get a couple summons. But as you see here, we have 38 scrolls. So we have a lot of summons here. We have 202 of our companion point, 30 regular scrolls, 18,000 diamonds, and we do have enough for a Taylene Stargaze, which all of the accounts are looking for Taylene. So we'll go ahead and do this one first just because we're already here. No copy of her again, but we did pull the Lightbearer rare card. So we'll get into the companion point summons. We got 2 here, and any elites that we pull here is really, really good luck. If you guys remember on the Lightbearer account, we had absolutely amazing luck in a first elite right there, which is a copy of, look at that, Anoki. We already have him to ascended, but anytime we add stars, we'll add his 2.5% stats. On top of that, though, is we do want to get more copies of him. Since he is our primary tank, the higher the stats, the better he is going to perform. So let's go ahead and do our faction-specific summons. Again, looking for a lot of food, which is going to be nice. We'll pick up a couple rare cards here, pick up an elite card, maybe 1 or 2, which this is a copy of Anoki again. That'll add our 1st star to him, which is a very, very good pull. A couple more rare cards, which, like I was saying, we still need quite a few more rare cards to continue building Skarath. He's only at Legendary Plus at this point. Double right there. Hopefully it is some Maulers. We get Pharrell and Oden. Amazing Graveborn pull there. Even though it wasn't Maulers, we still use them for the tower. A couple more rare Maulers there. There we go. We got Pharrell, we got Oden, and there is Anoki with his 1st star that we can add. All right, got 18,000 diamonds coming up. A couple more rare cards, 6 more rare cards, which is always good to see. I'm hoping we get a couple more copies of Skarath. That's who we're looking for, which there he is. Another copy of Skarath. We need 2 more, and then food will be able to take him up to Ascended. And look at that, back-to-back elites. Hopefully it is Skarath, which it's Damon. Haven't been able to use him yet. I've only pulled a single copy on now 2 different accounts. So as much as I would like to use him, people have said he is super, super broken at this point. That he is very, very overpowering. Couple more rare cards there. So we have 2 more summons. Another elite. Hopefully it's Skarath. It is a copy of Oden again. So we're getting really lucky with the Graveborn heroes here. That does give us another copy of Skarath. A couple more heroes there. All right, we got one more summon, and then we do have a card on the table. Just a little bit more rare. A couple more emblems, and I'm really hoping this will be a copy of Scarath. It is K-Sauce, so another copy of K-Sauce. Might have enough in here for a copy of our Elite Soulstone, which we'll go ahead and use. And look at that, a copy of Nara. So we got a lot of Graveborn heroes on this account. Would have been awesome on the Graveborn account, but we did get a significant amount of Graveborn heroes there. Let's go ahead and look at the Magician's Hat. As you can see here, we do have 4 more days. We have 2,400 cards already, which I believe we do have everything unlocked on these accounts except possess 3 level 30 signature items, which we are a little short on Anoki. Let's check him out really quick. Which I believe we're still a little bit short. We had 51. Takes him to 29, so he's very, very close. If we pull some red chests, which I don't think we'll have enough here unless we spend them wisely. All right, so hopefully red chest, fingers crossed, which look at that, 10 right off the bat, which is what we want to see. 10 red chest just brings him closer to getting that signature item plus 30. A lot more EXP there. Hopefully we can pull some scrolls. And remember, the faction accounts are completely free to play. 5 more red, so that gives us 15 total. They are completely free to play when it comes to the event. I haven't bought any cards, haven't bought any packs, nothing of that nature. There's a couple more cards, 2 Stargazer cards. So this is all strictly from the event as well as the daily. A little more hero essence there. I think we're going to be able to add a significant amount of levels to these heroes as well. Couple more scrolls. We might be able to do 1 or 2 more summons. Come on, red chest. We got more hero essence as well as some twisted essence. And the last one is more red chests. So that's 20 red chests. So not only buying them from the event, that gives us 20 red chests that we just pulled out of there, giving us a total here of 5. So another 100 chests there, which will give us Anoki's final unlock for his signature item. So that will go ahead and that will take him to his plus 30 signature item. As you can see, this ability raises Anoki's attack rating by 12% for every non-summon ally that is standing near him. Raises his defense by 20% for every enemy standing near him. So if he's tanking 1, 2, 3, even possibly more enemies, his attack and his defense can just be super, super buffed, as you can see there. We'll go ahead and use our stones in just a minute, but I did want to see if we had any more summons here, which we do have 1 more full pull. Fingers crossed for looking an elite. Is it going to be Scarath? It is. Copy of Nimitsu. Nimitsu's getting there. I believe he's our 3 stars already. So let's go ahead and check out the temple really quick. Oh, we're bugged out again, but we do have Anoki. Finally 2. All right, so let's look here. Citrana, we didn't get any luck. Titus, we still only have 3 copies. Have a lot of copies here, which this might be where it's bugged out. So let's see who we actually have here. We do have the Spider Queen, so we'll go ahead and build her. Yep, so we got another copy of her, which gives us a little bit more food. So I'm thinking between all of these, though, because we have Entendre, we have double copies there, so we do need, we need a lot of food to get him up. But we have our double copies, which is good, but we don't have food. We have 3. So that's it. I mean, unless we're going to use Brutus, we could use Brutus for food, but I know a lot of people would say definitely save him because if they do a rework. So a little bit more food, we can get Scarath to Mythic, and then we do have enough to take him up to Ascended, again, with a little bit more food. So he'll be our next Ascended. We're going with Scarath. We have the copies of him now, which is very, very cool to see. All right, so let's take a look at the Oaken Inn. All right, so the workshop, we do have our wish list, which again is all of our heroes here, which is the Mauler team plus Taylene, just like all of the other accounts. We have 17,000, so we're going to get quite a few pieces of red furniture and be able to add a lot of stats to our heroes here, which there's our first piece, which is Verk. It's Poisonous Death ability. Which got a couple more there. Looks like just a couple more legendary pieces. This should be our red pull every 3. Which there's our red pull, which is a copy for Sophia. I really want to see how well her ability is, but I believe we only have 2 pieces at this time. 2 of her red pieces, and then we do have a couple other ones. Add a little bit more defense there to Scrag. So we have a piece for Scrag. Might have enough for one more summon. Let's do one more because this, I think this might be our red pull. Nope. Fortunately, just our legendary pull. We do have 2 cards there. Let's go ahead and look at the team though. I believe that's our second piece that we have here. Health, defense, accuracy, dodge, and attack speed. So we do have 2 pieces for him already, which is very cool to see. When Verk's normal attack and mania ability deal 35% more damage to enemies that have been poisoned by his own ability. So when he throws that little poison bomb, anyone that it actually drops on, he is just going to absolutely destroy with the poison bomb. Add a little bit more crit resistance to 17. He is just going to be a monster when it comes to tanking. K-Sauce is going to be the last one that we actually add to, just in case these pieces can be used elsewhere. A little more crit resistance on Nimitsu. Warwick is kind of the same, so we'll go ahead and we'll add a little bit more to Warwick as a tank. And we'll add a little bit more to K-Sauce as well. Life Leech, Tenacity going up quite a bit. Gives us another 3,000, so we'll do one more summon, which will get us closer to the red piece, but this is just going to be our legendary summon as well. So a couple more for the casters. It looks like most of it crit amplification. So we do have a couple. We're already up to 7 red pieces of furniture, which are very, very nice to see. Add a little bit more to Verk. Adding a little more crit, which is what he needs. Nimitsu will go ahead and add a little more defense so we can increase his survivability there. Which I believe that will do it. As you can see, I put all the Maulers just in the same tower. Very easy to see if we can use any of our furniture on here. All right, so we've got through there. Let's look at the Resonating Crystal. 272 is where we're at. We got about 60,000 hero essence over the last week or so. 274. This will take us to 275, I believe. We have one more level, 276. And look at that. Wow, level 276. I want to see, because I'm wondering the amount of essence that we got in here. Look at that, 12 million gold. We just pulled out of that chest. Insane amount of resources that you're pulling out of these events. 24 hours, so there's another 6,000 essence there. Another 2,000, which we got a couple more rare stones. I believe overall we might have enough. Oh, we're short. Short of level 277. But we will be able to do a lot of progression because we're on 26-10 right now in the campaign. But let's see signature items really quick. So Sophia, we definitely want to strengthen up her gear. She is our primary damage. As you can see here, the amount of damage it adds. So 3,500 to 7,500 attack. So over doubling her attack, which is kind of crazy. So the boots will do the same. Go ahead and add from 500 attack to 1,500 attack. So adding 1,000 attack rating on there, which because it is Mauler specific, it added 1,800 if you've seen it. So Scrag will go ahead and strengthen up some of his gear. We did get one T2 stone there. which again adds, look at the hit points from 36 to 7,500, attack up quite a bit, another 400 defense there. And we also do have Verk, which Verk we do have a stone as well. Again, 2,700 to 6,000 attack, accuracy going up a lot, dodge going up a lot, another 800 defense with his ability going up. So as far as signature items, we'll go ahead and we'll do a reset on some of this gear. I think I'm going to save the red chest right now, and look at that, we did get it. Very nice. We're going to go ahead and save the red chest because we are working on Skarath. So Skarath we're going to have soon. I'm looking at Skarath's overall abilities, which he is right down here. His signature item, plus 30. During a sandstorm, all enemies are dealt 2% of their current health value per second is damage, ignoring all enemy defense rating. So to really maximize his damage, the plus 30 for him is very, very powerful. Which, looking at everyone else, K-Sauce is just a little bit more damage. Scrag, not really a priority. Work, we're not using. Nemitsu could be, I mean, going from 40% health totems to 100% health totems would really, really be a good carry. So let's go ahead and go with Nemitsu. You know what? After his rework, we definitely liked him. We have 84 chests here. We'll continue to build Nemitsu because the totem survivability is a huge, huge distraction. So might not be the best hero, but there we go, plus 24 to get up to a plus 30. But we did work as well, but adding a lot more defense, a lot more health to him, and the ability to just be able to carry the overall team. Plus is in the ultimate voodoo blessing, additionally heals up to 2 summoned totems. So again, the survivability of his totems are very, very important. When he's healing with his voodoo blessing, which is his ultimate ability, he'll go ahead and heal totems up. If they have 100% more health, will just make him that much stronger. I can see him being a really, really solid hero in the future, especially because specifically he is the only support class. But we're on 26-10. Let's go ahead and get into the campaign. So 26-12 is our first boss stage. As you can see here, we're already dealing with Athalia. We do put Verk in the top, that way hopefully he can dodge, as well as the static disruption that Sophia's putting down to really mitigate the damage that she's putting out. Sophia does also provide a stun with scatterbolts, which results in our first win right there. Let's look at the damage here, 12.95, 13 million from Sophia. But look at the healing from Nemitsu. Nemitsu does a lot of healing with his totems, which is exactly why we're making him more powerful overall. And Anoki with his shields, they're taking 2, 3, 4 hits from Savius, still staying up. Remember, most of the other tanks we have with Savius one shot, even a lot of times he will one-shot Lucius himself, but we still kept Anoki alive through multiple hits of Savius. Let's look at the damage here, 9 million, 12 million from Verk. Little bit of healing there, but totems have to stay up to heal unless we're relying on the ult of Nemitsu. We'll go ahead and we'll swap Verk in the bottom again. And look at the shields. So between the shields and the heals, because remember, the totems are a heal over time, so it gives the ability for the totems to actually work with Anoki's shield, so they go hand in hand perfectly together to go ahead and take out this boss stage. Let's look at the damage really quick. Let's look at some of the healing. Even not much healing, but overall 12 million, almost 12 million from Verk. So that brings us to our next boss stage, which is 26-24. Swap Anoki to the bottom. That way he can take more damage from Morella. And of course, look at the shields. He just went down. But Shamira was very, very tough on this stage. Took a couple of attempts, but Falling Sun gets it done. Sophia again with a big hit there. Not doing much damage overall, but the Falling Sun got it done. 26-28. Again, dealing with some Wilders here. And if you look, the little static field just increases the damage output of Verk and Sophia by a ton. Boom! Falling Sun again to take out all 3 heroes. Looking at the damage here, 13 million damage from Sophia. Very, very quickly she can do an insane amount of damage. 26-30. This is the stage that is very, very tough. Again, dealing with Athalia is tough for this team. Brutus is not really as strong, but Athalia overall just destroys our team, and that is our first defeat here. We're going to have to swap Verk up. Let's try one more time with Sophia, but I'm thinking we're going to have to swap Verk to the top to hopefully get some dodges in so we can take down some of this team. Here comes a Falling Sun ability, which unfortunately she died before it could hit maximum power. We might have had this one down, but another defeat right there. All right, let's swap Verk to the top. Hopefully we can get a dodge, which we did in there, but static field is up, doing less damage. Verk still died super, super fast. Athalia drops the totems, leaving Nemitsu wide open to get destroyed there. And Alt and Falling Sun did not go off that time. We should be able to get this one down, as long as we can keep Verk alive for a little bit. And again, he goes down really quick, leaving Anoki to take a lot more damage from the bottom. And Falling Sun just destroyed us on that one. The other thing to look at is, remember, Anoki does have some stuns, which don't work against Scrag. So Scrag will actually just sit there through the entire stuns that Anoki's throwing out. And again, it just got destroyed. They're putting out damage so fast. With the lack of CC with this team, the mitigation is not there overall. In Warwick, we cannot stun either with Sophia's bolts. Just hoping we can do the Falling Sun and get lucky on one of the poles, which fortunately there. So that'll do it for the Mauler team. Ran that one about 35 times, even swapped out some of our other heroes. Unfortunately, no luck. We'll collect up our loot here, but we've done a lot of progression, got some good furniture out today, added a couple stars to the heroes. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Always awesome to see the Mauler team making progression 26-30. And as always, thank you guys for watching.